Good morning, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and I am back. I haven't filmed a video in what feels like forever. If you follow me over on Instagram, you'll know that I came down with appendicitis. I had to have surgery, and then at the same time I got food poisoning. So I have been really unwell, but I'm back to normal now. I feel about 80-90% back to myself. But anyway, my plan was to stay in Lithuania for 3 weeks. I was going to stay for 3 weeks with Magnus, and my husband was going to come back after 2 weeks. So the reason for this was to allow him to have a week of no distractions and to get some really good progress done with the renovation. But obviously, whenever I go away, I get sick of some sort. There's just a long history of it. So we all came back together. So I left my plants technically for 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, as I said in the previous video. However, I haven't watered them since I've been back, especially the big ones. So it's been 4, maybe coming into the 5th week, and they've just not needed it. So I was kind of stressing about them needing water whilst I was away, but they didn't even need it. So I came back, and I'll put some BRoll over the screen because like these are kind of like how my plants looked when I got back. I had one casualty, which was my Thai Constellation. I'll show you that as well now, how it looks now. I haven't purposely cut it off because I want to show you what it looks like, but that isn't anything to do with me being away or anything. That's just an old leaf dying off, which is totally fine. It had quite a lot of throat damage on it anyway. But yeah, all in all, wasn't that bad for my plants when I left. In fact, I think they thrived. When we got back, because we hadn't heated the house, and a reminder, we live in a very thick walled stone house, and the humidity was high, like high 90% something, because there wasn't any ventilation, not like we weren't opening windows, there was no heating. So they loved it, they really loved it. So yeah, they were all fine, and I'm really happy about it. I was really nervous, but I will take you round very quickly and briefly and show you some updates since I've been gone. But there really hasn't been anything crazy to show you, like in terms of like how it's looked whilst I've been gone. But yeah, I'll just start with the Thai Constellation. So this is the Thai Constellation. It looks lovely. And yeah, when I got back, if the B-roll's already been over the screen, you'll see that it wasn't this yellow. It was kind of just touching, going yellow. But yeah, it's totally fine. I'm totally fine with it. It kind of goes yellow right down to the bottom, like down to the stem. And I'll just make a cut and yeah, just have a 3-leaf Thai, which is kind of cute. So the roots are huge still. But yeah, it's starting to go yellow here on this one, but that is, from my understanding and my belief, that is literally just the old sheath, whatever you call that. This one did have spider mites a little bit, but if this was spider mite damage, it would kind of be like across it all rather than just that leaf, and that leaf has always been a bit of a dodgy leaf. So yeah, it's just, that doesn't scream mite or any kind of pest damage to me. That's just, I'm done living. So yeah, it's kind of pretty actually, isn't it? Okay, so obviously you've seen some B-roll, but since then, we've had new leaves. I've been back for 2 weeks, I think. This has been like that for a while. It's been getting worse, but this has started showing here. It doesn't worry me. I'm not bothered about that. I know that's going to happen inevitably. That still hasn't really hardened off, which is fine. It's just, I don't know, sometimes I'm worried when they don't. That's fully hardened off at the top. Yeah, there hasn't been much. I haven't seen any evidence of spider bites since, you know, but I feel like when they're in situ, I never notice them. It's when I take them somewhere, like the bathroom, to water. But yeah, they do need a water. I will give them a water soon. The reason they haven't is because the bath is currently full of other plants that have been watered. This one, no change there. That's always been a bit soft. That's the one that's never really hardened off. It does look like that is fattening up. I don't know if you can see, 2 seconds. This bit, that looks like it's fattening up. So that's exciting. This is, I haven't watered this since I've been back, but you can see that really needs a water as well. And then if I zoom back, the plant down here desperately needs a water. But yeah, that's it really from over there. Okay, so now we're under my desk. Yeah, the Euphorbia. That's not doing the greatest. That has, I think that's got cold whilst I've been gone. If I'm honest, I think that I've had that problem before after shipping, when it was shipped through winter, and I think that's got cold and it's done that. So that is sad times. But I don't know. I kind of expected that because it did get cold in the house, unfortunately. But yeah. And then lastly, this is the other Monstera. So it's really full, like this is like, I think the size it might stay now. Nearly hardened off. That was the new leaf that, if you saw the BRoll, it was quite kind of small back then. But yeah, it's really pretty. I really love that. That sounded so Yorkshire. I really love that. But yeah, I think it's, I don't know, I was really worried it was going to grow in small, no fenestrations. I mean, I'm no Dirk, so I was really worried that I wasn't going to do it justice, but I think they're growing well. I grew this one and this one, so comparison to this, which grew at Plantlovers, I think it's okay. And I actually wanted to let you guys know, which I think I have already done on a YouTube post. I'm going to do it after this, but before this video goes live. Plantlovers have very kindly given me a discount code for you guys to use. So it's not like an affiliate link or anything like that. I just genuinely really love them. I love what they're about. I love their plants. I think their Monsteras are so much bigger, grander, better, healthier than other variegated Monsteras I've seen or had. Like that cutting, for example, is tiny compared to, the leaves are tiny compared to these. But yeah, I've never had a discount code from them before. I've never known them to discount. So I'm really excited. But they've got 15% off. And they're doing it for their next run to the UK. So they're coming to the UK in mid-December. And the discount code, they said it runs out maybe like the 1st of December because they need time to get the paperwork and all, like the certificates ready and stuff. So at least if you're ordering then they have that time to make sure your order is in that like shipment. But yeah, the discount for 15% off is Abby Bloom 15. So enjoy it. Get yourself a variegated Monstera if you haven't got one. If you want to treat yourself, if you've been thinking about it. I wish I got 15% off, let's be honest, I bought so many. But yeah, it's kind of tempting me, but I shouldn't, I won't, I haven't got the space. But yeah, fingers crossed, that's kind of like something you're already thinking about and it's just a cherry on top of your cake. And if you do, let me know. Like, I want to see your photos. I absolutely love seeing them. Like, whenever they have drops to the UK and you see it on the Variegated Monstera UK Facebook group and you see everyone's, I just find it so exciting. But yeah, I will hopefully try and edit this video today and release it tomorrow, which is Saturday, the 26th of November, so people have time. I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna stick to that. I've got so much to do today, but I'm gonna try and do that today for you. If not, this is completely obsolete and I probably won't include this. So that is it. That is my update. I really hope you enjoyed. It's a very, very brief one. I will be back to normal schedule, I think, soon. I might take a little more of a break because Magnus goes to nursery in January, and yeah, it's going to be very sad. So I might be just like soaking up the last kind of month with him. But once he's in nursery, my schedule, I'll be free in the day. Obviously I work in the day, but I'll have lunch breaks. So I'm going to really, you know, be disciplined and say Monday lunchtime is filming and that kind of thing. So I am looking forward to being able to give more exciting planty content. But yeah, at the moment it's just very busy, and I'm just really enjoying spending time with him, and obviously still recovering. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.